People love saying Negros left Western Visayas because Iloilo held them back. That's the popular version. It sounds heroic. It sounds oppressed. But tonight, we're cutting through the narrative. Because if we're being honest, Negros didn't leave Iloilo because Iloilo failed them. Negros left because Iloilo was already stable, centralized, and structured. And Negros wanted control without responsibility. Let's talk about the truth nobody likes to admit. Before any separation drama, let's be clear. Western Visayas functioned because of Iloilo. Iloilo had the courts, the ports, the universities, the hospitals, the administrative systems. It wasn't glamorous, but it was reliable. Negros wasn't being ignored. Negros was being integrated. But integration requires patience, and that's where things started to crack. Here's the savage truth. Negros wanted regional influence immediately, without going through the slow, boring work of administration. Iloilo built its dominance over decades. Long-term planning, institutional depth, consistent governance. Negros, powered by sugar wealth, expected its economic size to automatically translate into political control. But regional systems don't work on ego. They work on structure. And Iloilo already had it. People say Negros was neglected. But let's ask the real question. Neglected compared to what? Infrastructure in Iloilo wasn't flashy either. Development was balanced, not biased. The difference? Iloilo invested in governance, urban planning, institutional capacity. Negros invested heavily in private wealth, then blamed the region when public systems lagged. That's not oppression, that's a policy choice. When Negros aligned with Central Visayas, it wasn't about efficiency. It was about escaping a region where rules were already set, leadership was already defined, and Iloilo wasn't stepping aside. Cebu offered Negros something Iloilo wouldn't: political shortcuts, faster leverage, less historical hierarchy. Negros didn't want a fair system. Negros wanted a reset button. Here's what separates Iloilo from Negros. When Negros left, Iloilo didn't collapse. It didn't beg, it didn't chase validation. Instead, Iloilo doubled down on smart urban planning, focused on livability and sustainability, built quietly while others shouted. That's not weakness, that's confidence. Even after separation, Negros kept searching for identity. First Western Visayas, then Central Visayas, then its own island region, then dissolved, then revived. That instability says something. Meanwhile, Iloilo stayed put, consistent, focused, and patient. Regions don't fail because of geography. They fail because of unclear direction. Negros didn't outgrow Iloilo. Negros refused to grow under Iloilo because true partnership requires accepting that not everyone gets to be the center. Iloilo earned that role, not by wealth, but by institutional maturity. Negros didn't separate because of culture, not because of distance, not because of Cebu hype. Negros separated because it wanted power without permission, growth without waiting, and respect without filters. And Iloilo? Iloilo stayed, built smarter, quieter, and more strategic. 2 cities, 2 paths, 1 unresolved rivalry. And until people stop pretending it was just administrative, this story will keep resurfacing. So let's settle this. Iloilo wasn't the obstacle. Iloilo was the anchor. Negros left not because Iloilo failed, but because Iloilo wouldn't bend. And history shows this clearly. Cities that build systems last. Cities that chase power keep moving. And while Negros keeps redefining itself, Iloilo keeps doing what it's always done. Building quietly, planning long-term, and letting results speak louder than resentment.